According to William Shakespeare, some are born great, some achieve greatness, and some have greatness thrust upon them. The annual Forbes list of the youngest billionaires in the world was released recently. For those who are keeping up with their Kardashians, see what I did there? You're probably thinking that Kylie Jenner has finally entered the list. She would have been a great addition to the list because although she owes her fame to her family name and a successful multi-season reality show, she is still a self-made entrepreneur and brand with a massive net worth. So Kylie will definitely be a part of this list, right? But spoiler alert, she isn't. The youngest of the Kardashian-Jenner siblings hasn't reached the $1 billion mark yet. Still, the people on this list already did and are taking over various industries and raking in more dollars under their names. From heirs and heiresses to Stanford dropouts, the latest Forbes rankings of the youngest billionaires this year show young men and women from diverse backgrounds and with different sources of wealth. Among them are 4 Stanford dropouts, several heirs and heiresses, a cryptocurrency genius, and even a teenager. For this video, we will get to know the young men and women under 30 who are billions of dollars in net worth. We will be ranking them by age, going from the oldest until we reach the youngest billionaire in the world, and you will be in awe of how young he is. Coming in 10th place is the 29-year-old GUSTAV MAGNAR WITZOE, the son of Gustav WITZOE, owner of Salmar ASA. The company is engaged in fish farming and processing and is one of the world's largest producers of farmed salmon. While the elder WITZOE still holds the reins when running the company, Gustav already owns half of it after it was gifted to him by his father in 2013. To avoid a significant inheritance tax back when he was 19 years old. Quite a gift, isn't it? But even with a real-time net worth of $4.3 billion, the young billionaire is trying to build a career in his own right as a model and investing in real estate and tech startups. I bet some of you already know cryptocurrencies, and some are probably investing in them too. Then you're probably not a stranger to the FTX exchange. So there's a good chance that you are also familiar with Gary Wang, its co-founder and chief technology officer. At 28 years old, he is also among the youngest billionaires to rise in this generation, especially regarding cryptocurrency. At a whopping $5.8 billion net worth, Gary Wang owns one of the leading crypto derivatives exchanges. Before his illustrious career as a founder and CTO, he was also an MIT grad. Wang once worked at Google as a software engineer before he paired up with Sam Bankman-Fried, co-founder of FTX, and was also once part of the list before he turned 30 last year. Wang is also the chief technology officer for Alameda Research, a cryptocurrency trading firm that provides liquidity in cryptocurrency and digital assets markets. The 8th youngest billionaire under 30 is Ryan Breslow, the 28-year-old founder of the launch payment startup Bolt. The startup launched in mid-2016 is an online payment and checkout platform for e-commerce retailers. With a $2 billion net worth, the self-made young man started his journey after dropping out of Stanford in 2014. He is a newly minted billionaire whose name is creating a lot of buzz among supporters and critics as he continues to challenge the tech industry culture. He raised billions of dollars for Bolt, with a good $355 million in January 22, making the company worth $11 billion. Breslow is quite the interesting fellow, since he is known to have initiated a 4-day work week for his 700 employees. He's also very present in many social media platforms, including TikTok, where he uploads videos providing wisdom to his viewers. After some recent issues and a quite controversial Twitter tirade, Breslow finally stepped down as CEO and is is now an executive chairman of the company. In 7th place is another self-made billionaire, Austin Russell, the founder and CEO of Luminar Technologies. The young tech mogul currently has a net worth of $1.6 billion US. After getting his company listed on NASDAQ, Russell became a self-made billionaire at 25 years old. He is known to be an optics prodigy and was able to come up with the idea for Luminar back when he was just 17 years old. Like most people on this list, Russell also dropped out of Stanford after receiving a $100,000 Thiel Fellowship, a fund by billionaire and PayPal co-founder Peter Thiel that aims to support entrepreneurs. His company continues to be among the leading forces in LiDAR and machine perception technologies, primarily used in autonomous cars. In 2019, fellow billionaire and tech mogul Elon Musk called his LiDAR technology freaking stupid, expensive, and unnecessary. But Russell thinks and will prove otherwise. From a couple of self-made billionaires, we now go to a Norwegian heiress who is blessed to have the proverbial silver spoon in her mouth. Katharina Andresen is the 6th youngest billionaire in the world, with a net worth of $1.2 billion US. She is 27 years of age and the older half of the Andresen sisters, daughters of Johan H. Andresen Jr., the proprietor of Ferd Ass. Their family is quite the household name in Norway because of their tobacco brand, which they sold in 2005. In 2007, Katharina and her younger sister received 42.2% possession stakes of the company, making them a lot richer than youths their age. Because of this massive inheritance, Katharina is among the youngest billionaires in the world. She's on the Forbes list along with her younger sister Alexandra, who you'll know more about as we go through this video. Moving along to the 5th youngest billionaire in the world, we have Henrique Dubugras from Brazil. He's 26 years old and has a net worth of $1.5 billion US. He co-founded Brex, a fintech startup, along with co-founder and friend Pedro Franceschi. Make sure to remember his name. You'll hear more about him later. Dubugras hails from Sao Paulo, Brazil, and attended and dropped out of Stanford University before starting their fintech company. He had an interesting childhood. He learned how to code at the age of 12 to find out how to play the game for free because Henrique did not want to pay for it. At 14, he even started his own video game company. He entered the billionaire circle last January 2022 after they raised a lot of money from private investors, increasing their company's worth. In the 4th spot is Wang Zelong, a 25-year-old millennial who got into this elite list after inheriting stakes worth more than $1.3 billion. Wang has 2 stakes in 2 companies producing titanium dioxide. The CNNC Huayuan Titanium Dioxide Co., listed on the Shenzhen Stock Exchange and Lomon Billions Group. According to Forbes, his latest net worth is $1.5 billion US this year. An interesting thing about him is that he hails from a lesser-known part of the country. A Henan native, Wang hails from Jiaozhou, a place located in the foothills of mountains, completely opposite from metropolitan Beijing and Shanghai. You've already heard about him. Let's talk about the 3rd youngest billionaire in the world, 25-year-old Brazilian Pedro Franceschi, who reached $1 billion mark just last January 2022. He has hit a net worth of $1.5 billion, joining all the other young billionaires on the list. He and Dubugras met through a Twitter argument in 2012, and this is where a strong friendship and partnership began, leading them to great wealth and fortune. Along with Dubugras from the 5th spot, the 2 young men went on from hacking video games to becoming CEOs of the corporate credit card startup Brex. He is from Rio de Janeiro and was attending Stanford with Dubugras before they dropped out. And a solid second is the younger half of the Andresen sisters, Alexandra. Alexandra Andresen was born on July 23, 1996, and at 25 years old, she's the 2nd youngest billionaire in the world, with a net worth of $1.2 billion. Along with her older sister Katharina, they each inherited 42% of Ferd, an investment company owned by their family. The Norwegian industrial and financial group is involved in running hedge funds and social entrepreneurship and is an active investor in the Nordic Stock Exchange. Despite owning a big chunk of the company, their father, Johan H. Andresen, still runs it. Aside from being an heiress, Alexandra is also a 3-time junior Norwegian champion in dressage riding. On the top spot and considered the youngest billionaire in the world, according to Forbes, is Kevin David Lehman, owner of 50% of Germany's leading drugstore chain, DM or Drogerie Market. He is now worth $2.2 billion at only 19 years old. Kevin David inherited his wealth from his father, Gunther Lehman, the owner of Pfannkuchen, a popular grocery chain in Germany. The elder Lehman invested in DM in 1974 and passed a 50% DM stake to Kevin David in 2017 when he was just 15 years old. Not much is known about the youngest billionaire and his family since they prefer to keep a very low profile. This year's list is pretty mixed, with the rankings compromising those born as elites and those who made a name and a fortune through their intelligence and skills. From self-made billionaires to youths born into families with established fortunes. The annual Forbes list of the youngest billionaires under 30 shows that more young billionaires are emerging from this generation. However, the list may still change next year. We're looking forward to seeing who stays in it, and if there are newcomers to compromise the youngest billionaires list. These young adults are worth over $20 billion combined, with some achieving billionaire status before they even reach adulthood. But their age did not stop them from adding more zeros to their net worth. While most people work and wait for a long time to achieve wealth and fortune, some achieve such greatness quickly and at a very young age. And despite their youth, these young billionaires are ready to take over the world. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the thumbs up button, click subscribe, and hit the notification bell to get updates on our latest videos. And feel free to leave us a comment. If you want to watch more videos, head on over to our channel to see more from Lux Live. See you!